Hey beer tubers, Ryan back with another episode of San Diego Beer Vlog. Thanks for joining me once again. Have another Stone collaboration beer for you. The reason why this beer came about is because back in March, Stone held a AHA, American Homebrewers Association rally, and the winner got to brew their beer with Stone and another brewery. So this is the winner of that event. If you saw my video, then you should know about this one a little bit. The winners were Jason Fields and Kevin Sheppard, and they ended up brewing this one with Troegs, and this is their Cherry Chocolate Stout. As it says on the front, this is an ale brewed with chocolate, cherries, and vanilla beans. I did try this one at the Homebrew rally, but unfortunately I tried about 39 other beers, something like that. So I remember liking it. I did say that on camera, I liked it, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. And plus this is, slightly tweaked version of the recipe. Apparently they decided to add in some tart cherries, and I think they changed the chocolate in there. I think originally they used Ghirardelli and they used a nicer chocolate for this one. So this one pours pretty much like Midnight Black. It's 7.3% ABV. Pretty dark head on there, a lot of small bubbles, looks pretty fizzy. Probably the acidity of the cherries is kind of helping that head kind of fizz away on me. See a little bit of alcohol legs. The head that is there is a good, just kind of straight up brown. It's like really dark tan. Yeah, that's kind of fizzling away, and I think it's because of the fruit in the beer. On the label, Mitch Steele mentions that this is the second time they use fruit and the second time they use chocolate in a beer. Let's get the aroma on it. Pretty much what it says on the label. I get slight kind of tart cherry notes, big time like dark chocolate notes. Really kind of robust chocolate, slight bits of like roasted character, and then maybe just a hint of kind of vanilla underneath it all. Yeah, I'd say the chocolate dominates, followed by the cherry, and then the rest of the stout. So it smells big. Let's take a sip. Cheers. Oh yeah. Pretty much very close to being full body beer. Coats your mouth pretty good as it goes down. Not really getting any alcohol notes, so that's good. I know they had trouble with the fermentation. They put the cherries in and stopped the fermentation and got stuck. So this beer got delayed. It was supposed to debut at the National Homebrewers Conference back in June, but I'm just glad they got it going and then it's out. Up front I get a ton of chocolate, really dark chocolate. Midway through, the cherries really come into play. You definitely get big cherry notes in there, tart cherries, slight bit of sweet cherries. Towards the end, it kind of goes together. You get a little bit of roastiness in there. The vanilla beans are very, very slight, just kind of very much a background note. It's definitely the focus is on the cherry and the chocolate, and this beer has that in spades. So if you've ever had some chocolate or cherry beers and there's just like light hints of it, this beer, no way. This is big time cherry and chocolate notes. The alcohol is very well hidden, but I do detect a little bit on the back end as it goes down. But as it goes down, you get a lot of lingering characteristics on it. There's enough dark malt, chocolate malt, probably some black malt, roasted barley in there to keep this a somewhat balanced beer, because I don't detect any hops on it. Actually, I think the recipe is out there for this one. Not a whole lot of hops at all. Using the dark malts to balance out with the bitterness, because there's a good amount of sweetness. A little bit of caramel notes in there, not a whole lot. I think you get some sweetness from the cherries, and you also get some tartness from the cherries, so that kind of works out. There's kind of a milk chocolate character in there, and there's also dark chocolate, probably plays off the roasted malts as well. So it's a really nice beer. As it lingers, you get a lot of chocolate notes, but the lingering cherry notes are kind of on the sweeter side. Gives a nice kind of fruitiness in the back end of the palate as it's gone, along with some of those alcohol notes. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I bought a few more bottles. It's going to age really nicely. I think some of those alcohol notes should be gone, you know, fairly soon. But it'll be interesting to see kind of how the cherry notes hold up over time and how this one ages. But I definitely recommend getting a couple and drinking them fresh while the cherry and chocolate's so pronounced in it. But overall, it's a fairly balanced beer. It doesn't go too cloyingly sweet on you, and I think they did a great job with it. I think picking Troegs to handle the cherry aspect of it, you know, to help out with that, since they have a lot of experience with it, really helped out with this beer. And yeah, good job to Kevin and Jason for brewing this one. Congrats again for winning, and looking forward to seeing who wins next year's competition. My goal is to enter into that and get some feedback. Haven't figured out beer yet, but it's going to wrap it up for this review. I'm going to give this beer, I'm going to give it a solid A. I think it's an excellent beer. It depends on how much you like cherry and chocolate. I really like cherry and chocolate, and I think this is well done in a beer. There's enough in there, it's not too sweet. None of the two are completely overpowering, but they're very present. So I thought they did this fantastic stout. If you enjoy what it says on the label, please comment and subscribe, and see you again on another beer review. Cheers.